What is going on, my dudes? Tasha here, back again with another Genshin Impact video, and today we are going to be talking about if you should summon on these new banners that are coming out for version 3.2, which will be coming out Tuesday, November 2nd. Now, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Now, as you can see, we have both Nahida and Yoimiya's banners right here. But first, let's go ahead and talk about, our 4-star characters of these banners, because honestly, there's some good and some bad and just some downright ugly. So let's go into it. Now, our first 4-star is going to be Mr. Bennett. Now, Benny Boy here is a fantastic character in general. I have always been so happy with Bennett until I had to C6 my Bennett because of punishment. Twitch.tv/Tasha by the way. But Bennett outside of C6 is fantastic, and even at C6, this might be a little bit of copium, but he's not that bad, especially as of late with some of the characters that have come out that said you can't override their, vision type. He kind of works with a lot of teams regardless, and honestly, like he's still really good with what he can do. So honestly, Bennett is a very, very big pick here for this banner. Now, the downside to Bennett being here, and I'm going to be straight up with y'all, and it's going to be the same con with all 3 of these characters, is that they've been here since the beginning of the game. And my issue with this whole thing is that, let's just take out the Yoimiya, for example. Let's just take out Yoimiya. Nahida is in Sumeru, so why do we have 3 Mondstadt characters to go alongside her? It just doesn't make any sense to me, and it's kind of the same with Yoimiya. Yoimiya is an Inazuma character, why do we have 3 Mondstatters? I get it, but we have so many other 4-star characters that the big con for all 3 of these people being here for, God knows how long in the game, we don't need them consistently in banners. Speaking of somebody that we don't need consistently in banners, let's talk about Noelle. Now, I understand Noelle is going to be one of those characters we're going to get in banners. I get it. And especially since Husk of Opulent Dreams has really helped her become a big DPS character. Granted, not the best, but she still does very good with the DPS. She's been in a lot of banners, and not only that, but when you start the game, you have a discounted banner where you could get her. I mean, honestly, it's almost as if you're getting her. Well, you do kind of get her almost for free. You get discounted summon and you automatically get her. But the point is that Noelle has been on a lot of banners in general, and it's so easy to pick up Noelle. I don't think this was the right play to put Noelle in this banner, and I think it really devalues the entire banner as a whole. Speaking of devalue, I know Mika's going to be upset with me about this, and I'm sorry, but why is Razor on this banner? I am not a Razor Boy fan. I'm sorry. I love the VA, like, all across the board. I love all the VAs that voice Razor. They're fantastic. They do great work. I don't like Razor in general. I don't like using him. I don't like building him. I've used him on multiple accounts. I can't get the good rhythm with him. I don't find him fun. And in all honesty, I'm very, very shocked that he's even on this banner. Again, there was no point in Mondstadt characters being on this banner, or at least all 3 of them. And honestly, again, all 3 of these characters we've seen so many times in banners, and they've been here since the beginning. There's no reason to have them. I know I sound like literally just a broken record, but it's just how it is. Now, overall, the 4-star pool is absolutely garbage. Except for Bennett and, well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. The 4-star pool is good if you're a beginner because of the fact that you get Bennett, who is a fantastic support and can also be a DPS if you truly, truly need him to be. And then you have Noelle, who is a great support and a great DPS now. So you have the best of both worlds with both of those 2, but Razor still sucks. Is this going to affect the overall banner? Absolutely. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the 5-star that we see right in front of us, Miss Yoimiya. Now, Yoimiya is a fantastic character in general. I think she's obviously very gorgeous. She's pretty. She's a lot of fun in her stories, and I think that a lot of people really overlook her because she has a potential to put out those big damage numbers, especially with her E being able to infuse Pyro into her bow, and her normal attacks become Pyro-based, and she shoots arrows like crazy. honestly, the ability to really work with her teams is just, it's phenomenal. She does really, really good, and I think she's highly underrated for that. The only issue is, again, she is a bow user, so a lot of people kind of stray away from it. And I've noticed this with a lot of different people who play Genshin Impact. They stray away from the bow users because they could be boring. But honestly, Yoimiya is one of those few bow users where you could use her like a one-handed sword character. You can use her like a polearm character. It's just how it works. Like, you can use her charge attack, sure, but for what? You don't need to. You're just press your E and you're good. So honestly, I think she's highly underrated. Now, the downside to Yoimiya is that we did get her recently in a rerun, so it's a very quick rerun. She's getting kind of the Tartaglia treatment, where rerun, oh, 2 banners go away, oh, put her on another rerun. It just doesn't make any sense why they reran her so quickly. They could have put Kazuma over here. They could have put so many other characters with Nahida, and I think it would have been great. But in all honesty, you know, it is what it is. Yoimiya is still a fantastic character, and a very good, solid second pick if you didn't summon for her before. Now let's get to the princess of this whole thing. She is adorable. We know her. We love her. We do not want to see her cry, and that is Miss Nahida, aka Lesser Lord Kusanali. Now, she's going to be a lot of fun. And the reason being is because she has these cute little animations, but also her kit is pretty freaking busted. Like, from what I've been seeing and what she's able to do, she's going to be so much fun on bloom teams, hyper bloom teams, aggravate teams, freaking so many different combinations that honestly, I'm super freaking pumped for her. I've been pumped since the kit leaked. I've been watching these videos and seeing what she's able to do. You could build her in so many different ways. I still think that you want to build her a triple EM because Elemental Mastery is going to be her main stat to level up, which I get it, guys. Elemental Mastery is hard to get for your pieces, but at the same time, if you want the full meta version of Nahida, that's what you're going to go. Granted, I do know a couple people that are just going to do Dendro damage with crit, which is fine. It'll work, but at the same time, Elemental Mastery is probably the way you want to go. Now, she's going to be a lot of fun. And it goes without saying that every Archon that comes out is a lot of fun for your teams. She's going to work so well in so many different teams, especially since she uses her ability with a Pyro character, a Electro character, and a Hydro character. So it works out really, really well. Now, if this was a Nahida by herself banner and it was discounted, blah, 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 I would say yes, go for it. But I'm going to be real with y'all. And this goes with the Yoimiya banner as well. Oh, sorry. This goes with the Yoimiya banner as well. These banners are affected by the 4 stars badly. And it's only because of the fact that, again, we don't need Razor. We get Noelle already kind of pretty easily. And Bennett is the best out of the 3, but even then, he can't carry the 4 stars. We've seen this with MiHoYo multiple times with these banners, that you get a broken 4-star, a okay 4-star, and a crappy 4-star. And yes, I'm putting Razor as the crappy 4-star. Are these banners worth it? I honestly would say if you are a brand new player, yes. And the reason solely, let me put it to you like this. Let's say you do pull on the Nahida banner, right? You pull Nahida, you pull Bennett, and you pull Noelle. There's 3 solid teammates for your main team. You could put Razor in there as your main DPS and make all the others support. You could make Nahida the support character that works and makes the aggravate team. You could have Bennett use, his burst, and then it works perfectly for your Razor on top of what your Nahida is doing. And then, of course, you have your healer with Noelle. That's a great combination if you're new. If you're a player that's been playing for a long, long time, or even just a moderate amount of time, you already know this banner is not for you when it comes to the 4-star pulls. But I will say it's almost as if the 5 stars are worth it, because again, Nahida and even Yoimiya are fantastic 5 stars that really work well. I would say skip Yoimiya's banner though, because and I hate saying this because, again, she's highly underrated, but we've gotten her reran already twice before. She's getting the massive Tartaglia treatment. She keeps on getting rushed back out there for reruns, and I don't think it's fair because, honestly, it's going to devalue her a little bit, and a lot of people are just going to get annoyed with the fact they keep seeing her, except for maybe 1 or 2 people. But, excuse me, sorry. It's early in the morning for me. But when it comes to Nahida, if you are a new player and you don't have any of these characters, somehow you don't have Noelle, somehow you don't have Razor, and somehow you don't have Bennett, this is a great banner for you because these characters will all do pretty well for your team and what you needed to do. This is the first banner in a while I've seen where I could say all 4 of these characters right here that you see, Nahida, Bennett, Razor, and Noelle, could be a team itself. Not the best team comp, but work together in that sense. So I would say new players summon on this banner. It's going to be a pretty good banner. Do not summon on the Yoimiya banner, unfortunately, because again, she's reran a couple times already. But I would honestly say for 3.3 when we get Mr. Scaraboy or Scaramouche, because he looks like he's going to be a lot of fun. Now, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Please make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of when we put out another video. Guys, we are sponsored by G-Subs, and if you do not know what Gamer Subs is, it is a fantastic, keto-friendly, healthy energy drink where you don't have to use any of those other energy drinks to get the energy that you actually need. You don't get the jitters, you don't get that chalky taste, and honestly, the flavors are fantastic. They have just released a new flavor of, your favorite degenerate's, favorite thing, titty milk, and I'm just saying it's going to be fantastic. Use code infantry to get 10% off ASAP Rocky on your G-Subs. But again, that's going to be it, guys. Love you all to death, and as always, we will catch you guys in the next video. Please take care and be safe, y'all.